Hey, this is Shan for DifferenceInSkill, and I'm bringing you another deck profile. This time it's of Neo Nectar's new dragon, the Aphrodite dragon, something, Sephiroth, the Sephiroth dragon, the forest dragon, whatever. So basically in this deck you have a lot of beating, that sounds wrong, you have a lot of attack power, and you don't need to spend counterblast. So you can save your counterblast for things that are not very amazing, but because of the extra power bonuses, they become very good. So now let's go on to the deck. So this is your starting Vanguard. He is your ride chain. Hell yeah. He's one of the newer ride chain cards, so when you ride the specific card on top of it, look in the top 7 for, I don't have 7 fingers on this hand, so I'm sorry. Look for the top 7 cards of your deck for the level 2 or level 3 and add to your hand. Pretty simple. Trigger lineup, same as Musketeers. So yeah, 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. Now this is just a normal normal trigger lineup, nothing fancy here. So yeah. Okay, grade 1s. 4 Corolla Dragon. This thing is your main target for cloning. Now, what is cloning? Cloning is basically the ride chain's ability. You can select one of your rear guards and choose one of the same card from your deck and play it, superior call it from your deck. So that's basically cloning. You're cloning one of your existing cards. So, yeah, these are very important. So I'll put them here. 4 Caramel Popcorn. 7k, counterblast 1 turns to 8k. So, yeah, pretty simple. 4 of the ride chain, of course. This little guy, when you ride the grade 2 over him, and you have the grade 0 in your soul, you can select one of your rear guards and then clone it. So yeah, that's the ride chain effect. And then 4 perfect guards, mainly because I want to keep this as close to my Musketeer deck as I could because of space issues. I don't have 8 perfect guards, so I have to swap them around. But overall, 4 perfect guards isn't bad. It's just not my preference, but for whatchamacallit, for laziness sakes, I kept in 4. That's your level 1s, and for level 2s, you have 4 of the Riot Chain, once again. When you ride the level 3 over him, you can clone yet another card, so it gives you a +2, the Riot Chain. 3 Glassbead Dragon. This card is, when this card attack hits any card, counterblast 2, you may draw 1 card. So, here. 3 Maiden of Rainbow Road, or Rainbow Woods. Same thing as this one. This clan is strange because it has 2 of the same card. It's just different artwork. I run 3 of each instead of 4 of one and 2 of the other. Star of the show, Sephiroth. Sephiroth Dragon. Arboros Dragon Sephiroth. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'll explain him later because I need to show off this guy. Yeah. I play him instead of Laura, Battle Maiden Laurel, I think it is. Battle Maiden Laurel, or like Valkyrie Laurel, or whatever. Basically, that one is when this card attacks the Vanguard, it's +2k. This one is when it's boosted, it's +2k. Once again, this is similar to my Musketeer deck, so I don't have to swap it around. And 2, this card, I like the flexibility of attacking a rear guard for bonus power, because sometimes it might just be useful. But overall, choosing either is fine. Some people like to run Maiden of Trailing Rose. I'm okay with that, but I do not prefer that. I'd rather have this. So yeah, the extra 2k would help sometimes. Start the show once again. 4 God damn it, Arboros Dragon Sephiroth. God, that's a mouthful. Damn it. Okay, if the level 2, this guy, is in the soul, he gains +1k. Pretty simple stuff. He has no other effects that activate outside of limit break range, and his limit break effect is each Neo Nectar card on your field gains the effect if there is a copy of this card, if there's another card on the field with the same name, this card gains plus 3,000. So it's a bit confusing. So I'll explain how it works. So let's say you have him on the field, and you're at 4 damage. And you have 2 of these. These 2 will now gain the effect of having plus 3k because there's 2 of them on the field. So these are both boosting for 11. And if you add a third one, they are all 11. It doesn't stack multiple times. So this will be 11, this will be 11, this will be 11. So, and then say you have him, then both of these become 11. I mean, both of these become plus 3k. So this is 14 or 13 if you didn't get the ride chain. And this is 13 because it's plus 3k. So this makes it so that your rows are really powerful. So you can swing for stuff like 24. Now, theoretically, you want something like this. So you can go 26, which is really ridiculous for a rear guard. But realistically, it's for just to get to 20k plus. A lot of your cards will get to 20k. I mean, this will be at 20k. And if you hit, you get to draw a card, if you can bless too. So, overall, this deck just has a lot of power, and it's a ride chain deck that doesn't break down if you don't get the ride chain off. Some people might argue that, yeah, Spectral Duke, so good, if you miss the ride chain, you're fine. And then it's just like, not really, because Spectral Duke is kind of like pretty reliant, because if you don't get your pluses off Spectral Duke's ride chain, you don't really get pluses elsewhere, because his limit break is definitely not a plus. It's definitely a minus. But this guy, if you draw, like, drawing 2 of the same card is not very, very difficult. I mean, having 2 of these in your hand and simply playing 2, them become 11k, and it's not very difficult. But given that, it's not very easy either. Because, you know, you might have had to ride one, something might have happened, it might have got sniped, something like that. So this deck, if undisturbed, it will grow to have very, very high power. Get it? Grow. Neo Nectar. Get it? No? Okay. So, overall, I would say if you get the ride chain, most likely you are winning. If you are winning this game. If you ride chain all the way through, probably going to win. You have very, 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 very good chance of winning. Now, if you don't, you still have a good chance, but maybe as you've seen in Card Otaku Desu's videos, if you don't ride chain, generally you do lose. But that's kind of what ride chains are. You need more luck, like even more than you needed before, to draw into the cards you need for him. Or maybe you don't even ride him. So, you know, all these things that make ride chains kind of like floppy, so I don't really know. I don't prefer to play this deck, but I will play it for a bit, just because, you know, I have the cards and people might want to try it, etc., etc. If they try it, they like it, they can buy it. You know, that's always good. So, yeah. This is the Force Dragon, Aphros Dragon Sephiroth deck. Hell yeah, I said it right, I hope. And, yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say. Bye!